All right. Welcome to the stream. It's Friday. It's time to talk about one of my favorite games. Of course, I'm talking about the 1982 Sega game known as PENGO. We're going to check it out, playing it on AtGames, the actual arcade game. We're also going to check it out on the Atari. What's not to like? Look at that awesome penguin. And we're gonna start off with a little flashback from the 80s. Who remembers this?
Hubert, a peculiar, hopping, happy creature. Game 2 is pole position. You're on the fast track in pole position. Game 3 is Pengo, a penguin's adventures on ice. Game 4, holy moly, take your mark and whack-a-mole. And Game 5 is Rescue, a flight to save and defend.
Those are the 5 games on today's Starcade, and let me tell you right now, Daru and Elaine, one of those games has a bonus prize attached to it. And if you pick that game, that bonus prize is yours.
The secret game is Pengo. Don't tell anyone.
Let me tell you right now, Daru and Elaine, one of those games has a bonus prize attached to it. And if you pick that game, that bonus prize is yours. So if you're all set, good luck. We're going to start off by asking you a question based on video arcade games. The first one of you two to press your buzzer, answer it correctly, gets the first choice of the game. Here we go. What is the name of the bouncing happy face in the game Berserk? Is it yes, Daru? What is it?
Evil Otto.
Evil Otto is right. That's what it is. Or the other choice was Dastardly Jack. And that means you get to pick the very first game of today's games on Starcade. Which one will it be? You're going to take Pengo, and you know what? You're also going to get a bonus prize. That is our bonus game, and we're going to find out what you just won, Daru. And here's Kevin to tell you your prize.
It's a gift certificate for a pair of Wrangler jeans and a Wrangler denim jacket. Comfortable clothes for tough customers by Wrangler.
Oh, yeah, man. Let's get those Wranglers. Let's get those Wranglers.
Good. Daru, you're a winner even before you got to play a game. Let me ask you why you picked Pengo.
Well, I was just trying to get the bonus prize.
You say, well, that looks like the bonus prize, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, you come on over with me to the playing area, and here's Kevin to tell us all about the game called Pengo. This way, please.
Pengo the Penguin swaggers his way through an ice block field, avoiding the snow bees, crumbling ice blocks in his way, and trying to line up the 3 diamond blocks in a row for big points. He can score extra points by freezing a bee against a wall or crumbling the flashing blocks where the snow bee eggs are hatching. Or Pengo can stop a snow bee with an ice block. The whimsical Pengo, master of the ice.
Well, Duru, you picked Pengo, right? Mm-hmm. Have you played it before?
Master of the ice.
What's the highest score you've ever had?
Only a couple of thousand.
Well, you've got 40 seconds on our clock to get as many points as you can during that 40-second time period. And we wish you luck. And if you're all set, into playing position, 40 seconds on the clock. Ready and begin.
There he goes, playing some Pengo.
Well, Duru, how do you think you...
Dude, I want one of those. I want one of those yellow T-shirts. That's pretty happening. That's pretty happening. I like that yellow T-shirt.
did?
Well, I could have done a lot better.
Let me tell you what you
Starcade.
did. Exactly
Flashback.
1,570 points you got for your efforts on Pengo. And right now, we're going to send you back to the podium and bring up Elaine. Come on up here, Elaine. Have you ever played Pengo?
Oh, once.
How'd you do?
Not well.
Well, I'll tell you, he has 1570. Do you think you can beat that in 40 seconds?
You bet I'll try.
Well, we're going to wish you luck, just like we wished him luck, and get as many points as you possibly can in 40 seconds. So into playing position, if you will, please. This is Elaine on Pengo. 40 seconds on the clock, and begin.
What a bizarre concept. A beautiful brand new Penguin machine. Obsidian saying she's going to win. Four, three, two, one.
All right, Elaine. Let me see. Do I see a smile on your face?
Oh, why not?
I have a... Is that a smile or a frown?
I don't know what I scored.
Well, I'll tell you what. You should have a frown. Let me see your frown.
Okay.
Because you only scored 730 points, and that means at the end of the first game, Duru is ahead, but we'll be back. We got two more games to go on today's exciting competition on Starcade with Elaine and Duru. We'll be back after this.
What a bizarre show. I mean, this show was bizarre. It was always like a kid against an adult, too. What a crazy idea for a show. And I still think kids would probably win this most of the time. The kids are pretty awesome at video games. And now I'm going to check out the game. This is being played. I'm going to show it to prove it's being played on At Games. This is being played through Bring Your Own Game. And I'm going to let you see the little intro screen for the game Pengo. Pengo, a game released in 1982 by Sega. The game was developed by Corland and published by Sega. Was first released in Japan, of course, then in the United States. Pengo is a penguin that lives in the Antarctic. Game takes place in an overhead maze with ice blocks. Enemies in the game, Pengo, are called the snow bees. Pengo can crush the snow bees by sliding blocks into them or by getting to the edge and hitting the walls, which will stun them, then he can run them over. That iconic music, it gets stuck in your head once you start playing this. Does the game sound too loud? I think I need to turn it down. It sounds pretty loud. Let me turn this down a little bit. Is that better? Okay. High score on my at games is 20,000. That's what I need to get my name in the scores. It's not going so good. I'm getting warmed up. Happy Friday. Let me say hello to the chat. Hello, Goofyfoot. Hello, Obsidian Contraption. You ever played this game, Goofyfoot? This was a classic. 1982. Now, what I didn't find out till much later is that the way that if you connect those 3 blocks together in a horizontal or vertical line, it stuns all the enemies, and then you can run them over. But it also gives you a big bonus. If the 3 blocks are lined up against a wall, it'll give you 5,000 points. If the 3 white blocks are there, you see I used the wall to get them. If the 3 blocks are lined up in the middle, where they're not touching any walls, you will get 10,000 points. So there's a huge bonus for lining the blocks up without touching the walls. 10,000 point bonus. I'm about to get it. You can see I have that block lined up. Go, Pengo, go. Boom, just like that. And it will stun the enemies, and I should get 10,000 points. Look at that. That's how you high score the game. You got to get that 10,000. Slide the blocks around. Music definitely gets stuck in your head. The last Snowbee tries to escape. He turns into a blob and he tries to run out the maze, just like Dig Dug. Dig Dug repeated this mechanic where the last enemy flees. Game has a total of 16 rounds, and there are six intermissions for the game. At the beginning of the round, if the blocks flash, and those blocks that flash are where the penguin's eggs are. You can crush the penguin's eggs before they hatch. Intermission time. Mix of Dig Dug and eggs? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, this is a great game. Check it out. It's a lot of fun. Fairly rare cabinet. I've not captured footage of this for my channel yet, but I will be on the lookout for Pengo's one I need to find. Yeah, this would have been an excellent game for them to get. It's a Sega game too. They might have been able to get it when they got the Sega games they got. Researching the game, I was not able to find out who actually designed the game. I looked all over the internet and all over YouTube. Nobody knows who designed the game. They just know it's a company called Coreland. They made a few early games for Sega. Of course, the music that's playing is called Popcorn, and I can't imagine this game without this music, but there are versions of this game that don't play this popcorn song that you're hearing. You press, it's a one-button game. You push the button to push the blocks. 4-way joystick controls. Act 3 completed. Do a little burger time dance. This one's pretty fun. It would be ooh. That greed gets you. All right, got my name in the high scores. That was a look at PENGO, played on the Act Games. You can play it on any of the Act Games products. Using Bring Your Own Game. Some other arcade streams I recently did. I just did Spy Hunter is a fun one. Bump and Jump. And Gyrus. Skip ahead. I don't think I beat it. Yeah, let's exit this. Okay, so that was the arcade version of PENGO. Now we're going to take a look at a real flashback. How did the Atari 2600 do converting this game? This was one of the final games brought to the 2600 library.
PENGO for the Atari 2600.
Believe it's 1984. So at the very end,
this is late in the life cycle of the 2600. This is close to one of the last games ever released, 1984. So well after the video game crashed. Let's check out PENGO.
Because it was released so late, it's a pretty rare cartridge to find.
Surprising for Atari.
And this is PENGO on the Atari 2600. Turn that music down a little bit. Get the first level.
The first level, quick.
Yeah, I didn't mean that. I know they have homebrew carts, but I mean, as far as Atari, the original company, this was among the last cartridges. Certainly one of the last big arcade conversions.
Another level. Let's see if I can
1984.
get the blocks to connect.
But you're right. They're absolutely putting out brand new Atari games right now. Actually, you can get homebrew games, and many of them are really awesome. So that's a good point.
3 of them in one block.
You know, the crazy part is once I started playing this version of the game is very addictive. It's
oh man,
pretty amazing they were able to pull this off with an Atari. I mean, Atari's not known for being able to do music at all or sound effects, and they pretty much has the feel of the arcade game. Pretty crazy. In the arcade game, if you survive for 2 minutes without losing a life or completing the round, all of the Snowbees become blobs and their movement speed increases to rush you to finish the game. Interesting.
one more. Come on.
Last block. This Pengo music from the Atari 2600 is also a very effective torture mechanism.
Get over there. Run, Pango, run.
Go, Pengo!
Let's get the 3 blocks. Finally.
The greed factor. Get the blocks. There you go. Then you can get them once they turn into the where you can
Music is a little
run over 'em.
grating,
You think?
but impressive that they could get the gameplay mechanics this correct for Atari. This game is oddly addictive.
Yeah, the gameplay is really fun. This is a card I want to get a real copy of if I can find it.
See if I can get one more Connect 3.
I'm gonna skip way ahead because this one I ended up playing for a long time because I got into it. Get near the end. 6,000. Two penguins left. Round 10. Very fun game. There you go. Greed got me. The greed got me. 60,060. That was a look at Pengo on the Atari 2600. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Everyone, appreciate you watching. And, of course, stay legit. Take care, everyone. This brings me back to what I love about this amazing hobby of ours. You know, going to a real arcade or real locations that have pinball machines that you can play on location. Modern Stearns, classic Williams pinballs, you know, great classic arcade video games, you know, like some of the games I'm about to show. This was at the heart of why I started Papa Brad's Gaming. And the wonderful thing is that we get to experience some of this fun now at home. And it doesn't matter what brand you use to play arcade games at home. I mean, one of the great things is we have so much choice right now. We live in a golden age of home arcade. These games that were reserved as monuments in arcades, now we can play them all at home through emulation, through commercial products. Look at this high score on Miss Pac-Man. Pretty amazing. But, you know, playing the real machines is always what it comes back to. Look at the size of this CRT monitor. You know, I have a deep appreciation for real arcade games. And I just love it when I get to go on location and play these games out in the wild. Here's one I haven't seen in a while. Check out this Duck Hunt from Nintendo. Pretty cool. I'm enjoying my Send-In light gun. Another classic that you really can only play in an arcade is Paperboy with the handlebars and the unique controls. Looking at Rampage World Tour. And of course, no barcade is complete without an amazing golden tee Ready to go. Is your number pad. Look at all that space around that trackball. This is the real deal. Shout out to the Rexer Show in Kevgred. Get your number pad. Lots of space in that run up so you can play some real golden tee. Look at that party zone just hanging out there. Happy juice. What a wonderful evening down here in Old Town. Playing some pinball, having a couple beers, celebrating 2,000 subscribers. To my viewers, thank you very much. I appreciate you subscribing and sticking with Papa Brad's Gaming. Thank you. A special shout out to all the people that have been part of the iiRcadians. It's been an amazing journey. Another special shout out to my good friend Brooklyn Menace and the Friday Night Arcade Show, where we come together and play games as a community. And lastly, a shout out to T. McCloskey for a brand new show that I'm doing with him called Arcade Talk. Come check it out. I think you might like it. Arcade Talk comes on Thursdays. This has been Papa Brad reminding you to always stay legit. This is Papa Brad, and I'm proud to announce my channel now has memberships. If you would like to support Papa Brad's Gaming and the iiRcadians Show on the crazy adventures we go on, you can do so. I have 3 different levels of membership: iiRcadians Illuminati, iiRcadians Inner Circle, and the iiRcadians High Console. You'll get exclusive content in each category you'll only be able to view in that category. So if you like my channels, and you want to support the channels and the expenses of the StreamYards and doing the shows, it would be greatly appreciated. It's not necessary. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Papa Brad reminding you to always stay legit.